are confused and really wonder why certain supply and demand zones don't work. And the short answer really is that fundamental analysis is really what drives price. And if you're on the wrong side of the fundamentals, then there's no technical analysis that's really going to stand in the way of that. You're just going to get crushed time and time again. And so technical traders who typically just trade, highs and lows, are totally oblivious to the forces and entities that are really driving price. And so when price came up to this supply zone, which looked like a really nice supply zone, we're making, new highs, for example, here, we've pulled back a little bit to a demand zone. Then we've come up here, traders would say, oh, right, well, I missed out on this demand zone, so now it's just time to, attempt to get short. But they would have been, first of all, trading in the wrong direction overall in terms of understanding why the Australian dollar was likely to appreciate against the Swiss franc over the medium to long term. One of the things that we knew in the Trading 180 group, this is our Australia fundamental analysis channel, is that according to the experts and the analysts and just our own fundamental analysis, is that the Australian dollar really was a buy for several reasons. The main one really being China reopening and there being a bit more risk on. And you can have a read, if you want to pause the video, have a read of the analysis, for example, and as well as this as well, talking about the Australian dollar, China's reopening, demand-driven improvement, etc., etc. Right? So we've been buyers of the Australian dollar since the beginning of the year. Some of the traders have actually been buyers of the Australian dollars before, actually last year. But I kind of recently got involved at the beginning of the year, maybe around about the 5th, 6th, 7th, somewhere around here. I was changing my bias to go long. Anyways, so where we're at now is that traders would be looking at short trades, and so they've been looking to go in short, not really understanding that in fact the Australian dollar was a buy. Even more so because on that day, the 25th January the 25th, this is an article from the 25th of January 2023, inflation rise means more rate hikes for the Reserve Bank of Australia. And so Forex is really, and exchange rates are really driven by three main things, which is central bank monetary policy, which is dictated to them really by inflation and GDP, as well as obviously some sort of risk sentiment. So ultimately, inflation data came out, I think it was the highest since the 90s or something like that. And so what you saw is the effect of higher inflation means higher rate in hikes, which is typically appreciative of a currency. And so you get this move, to the upside, a continued move to the upside, hence the reason why this level of supply didn't work, and why demand zones are more likely to work in this scenario and waiting for pullbacks than supply zones are to work. And if you're trading against the fundamentals and you don't understand why, then you're always going to get crushed and wonder why the technical strategy doesn't work and bounce from strategy to strategy, when really and truly it's your I guess the lack of understanding of how fundamentals actually work. And as I said, there's no technical analysis level that's going to work in the face of fundamental or risk sentiment analysis. What you want to do is trade alongside the banks, who are the ones that are really buying and understand the fundamentals, and they and whereas the social media YouTubers, the majority of them anyway, are just buying and selling at random levels, not understanding really where the smart money is positioning. So if you do want to learn a lot more about fundamental analysis, go to the trading180.com website, and really it's the serious package for serious traders, yeah, you also get the fundamental analysis spreadsheet, which I show traders how to use, and also you can see my bias has been on the long side, and this basically just keeps traders hopefully on the right side more often than not. Anyways guys, hope you enjoyed the video. If you've got any feedback, let me know. Take care and speak to you all soon.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead,